waking up early before driving to the Albuquerque Sunport. In the darkness, I managed to spot the Missouri one. Gizmo Aviation saw this aircraft departing Chicago Midway in his video about his trip to Buffalo, New York. Check out his video. Time for a little plane spotting.
We are in our final boarding for Southwest Flight 1921 to Denver here on the Alpha 8, and you are headed to Denver.
The ice trucks are out already.
This is good.
Then, I noticed the flashing lights coming from our neighboring aircraft. I hope everything was alright. Nevertheless, we were soon off to Dallas Love Field Airport. Our reward for an early morning, a beautiful sunrise. Sadly, there was not hot chocolate, but cranberry juice always hits the spot in the mornings. Soon enough, we'd start descending toward Dallas.
also Hamilton Flight Crew of Southwest Airlines. Welcome to Dallas Love Field. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, seat back and tray table in that full upright and locked position, and all those carry-ons completely underneath the seat in front of you. When the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign, please be careful in opening the overhead bin. Items do tend to shift during flight and could fall out. If you are connecting here to another Southwest flight, please check the TV monitors and the terminal for your flight gate number. We certainly have enjoyed sharing part of our day with you. If you have a choice when you fly, we thank you for choosing Southwest Airlines. Welcome to Dallas Love Field.
As we pull into the gate, I spy the Maryland one. I spotted this aircraft last summer in my second Dallas Love Field spotting video. With this layover, I now have 3 Dallas spotting videos on Fly New Mexico.
Flight attendant to start my car check for arrival.
Alpha, just on the car check for arrival.
My next aircraft is a second Boeing 737-700.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if we can have your attention just for a second, we'd like to point out the safety features of this Boeing 737-700 series aircraft. A safety information card is located in the seat back pocket in front of you. Pull it out and follow along with us. And fasten your seatbelt, slide the flat metal into the buckle. To adjust, pull on a loose strap. To release, lift up on the buckle. Your seatbelts must be worn low and tight across your hips at any time you are seated. There's 6 emergency exits on board this aircraft, 2 forward door exits, 2 overwing window exits, and 2 door exits at the rear of the aircraft. Signs overhead and lights on the floor will lead to an exit. If an evacuation is necessary, follow flight attendant commands and leave everything.
One last look at the Maryland one, and we're off to Tampa Bay, Florida.
In the event of a water evacuation, there's a life vest located in the pouch underneath your seat. Remove the pouch only if told to do so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been cleared for departure. Double check and make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened really tight. And we'll be dimming the cabin lighting for taxi out and takeoff. If you need additional light, there's a light in the passenger service unit above your head.
Southwest's standard in-flight catering. Just as we get over the Gulf of Mexico, I signed on to Southwest's free in-flight entertainment. But what can beat this?
On behalf of this flight crew and all the crew members of Southwest Airlines, we'd like to be the first to welcome you to Tampa. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened, your seat backs and tray tables in the full upright and lock position, and all of your carry-on items stowed. When the captain brings this aircraft to a complete stop at the gate and turns off the fasten seatbelt sign, that will be the indication that it's okay for you to get up and retrieve your personal items. If you're making a connection here in Tampa, please go out to the terminal and check the TV monitors for the correct gate and flight information. For the pleasure of serving you guys today, we know you have a choice when you fly, and we thank you so much for choosing Southwest Airlines. Go out, buckle up, drive safe, and come back to see us real soon. Flight attendants, this song you're doing is for arrival, cross-check.
Watch the rest of the Thanksgiving Trek series on Fly New Mexico and Gizmo Aviation.
We are approaching the main terminal and airport area hotel. Please follow signs for first class.